This is Josiah Plays Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Alright, I'm here in Edessa, the city of gnomes, in the area called the Walls, playing my character Cato Bloodrose the Paragon. And I have some quests here that relate to gnomes. I need to confront Scholar Aaroncourt, go to the Edessa mine, meet with Templar Joriel. I need to deliver a package to the Basilica Nostra. I need to return to Ruin Imus in the Modus Mining Headquarters. I didn't realize I had all the samples of that I needed. We'll do that first. Need to meet with Phasmer. I have a lot of quests here. Go back to the Modus Headquarters real fast. Just to get out of Edessa. I'm drinking Coke Zero. Said I would approve. Don't even think about it, kobolds. You're one fucking step removed from gnomes. Alright, where is this motherfucker? You. Here's your stupid ore.
My calculations were correct. A vein of commonite runs beneath us. And there's no telling how far it stretches. Do you know what you've done? You've rescued Apatir! Take this gold. It's nothing compared to the reward that's coming. A rebirth of a region. Motis mining interests will learn not to disregard Ruin Amos.
God damn it. It offends my soul hearing Matt Mercer voice a fucking gnome. He should just have that in his contract all the time. I don't do gnomes. Alright. Goodbye, gnome. I have completed my 149th task. With my help, Ruin Imus may be able to prove that this new ore is valuable, which will bring business and settlers back to Whitestone and Apatir. Its name is now Coke Zero Sugar. Yeah, I noticed they changed the branding a little bit on it, and that's stupid. It sounded a lot better when it was Coke Zero. Actually, it looks like it's Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Coke Zero sounded cooler. I don't know who the fuck they're trying to appeal to with this shit, with this longer ass name. But we're still gonna call it Coke Zero. Cut the games. I have some quests here that relate to gnomes. To my great dismay, none of these gnome-related quests require wholesale genocide of the species. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, I got a thing done. So that's good. Kobolds are about to fuck with me, and they're not gonna like what happens. Okay. Let's just go back to Edessa. Words I always hate to speak.
Salutations.
Don't salutation me. No, I'm talking to you. No. I don't know what to do next. I still have not been into the mine or the garrison. Fucking stag. What an asshole. I'm gonna go to the garrison. What's up, Tarawak? How you doing? Good to see you. I have started playing Brutal Legend. Think it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, you know what? I own that on Steam, but I have never installed it or played it. Like many games I own on Steam. But yeah, it's one of those games that someday I would want to play, but most likely will end up not playing, because so many other games will supplant it. Alright, let's go in the garrison. I don't know if there's anything in here. Oh no, there's already an asshole with a question. This doesn't look like a garrison. This looks exactly like, well, every other building in this city.
Welcome to the garrison.
Francois? Really? We got a French gnome? Now I'm trying to hit G to quick save, because I've been playing that other game. I think it's F5, yeah. Okay, I'm second guessing the quick save key.
Well met. Have you need to practice your sword arm? We have sparring chambers for your use.
Wait a minute, does that mean I get to fight a gnome? Is that what sparring entails? Because sign me the fuck up. But first, tell me who you are.
I am the captain of this garrison, and I oversee the training of new recruits. Be sure to keep the peace.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your Praetorians. All I know is, if I wanted to go on a wholesale slaughter spree, your Praetorians could not stop me, and I would be able to kill literally hundreds of them. Bonjour, Nomapel. Nice.
We are the militant arm of Gnomish society. We ensure that there is order, obedience, and support for the will of the Templars.
I hate you. You know that? I hate you, and I hate Edessa.
When we first discovered this crater, we found it suitable to protect our greatest tomes. We built the library, and the city grew around it.
I wish I could destroy your city. Alright, what about sparring? Tell me.
It's a common training amongst the Guard. Those seeking to improve their skills or try new tactics may use it.
Alright, sounds good.
Excellent. You can find a sparring room in the garrison. Go there and hone your skills, should you wish.
Where is this arena?
The arena is in the basement of the garrison. There's a door nearby that will take you to it.
We get to kill gnomes there. Or at
You're
least...
not going anywhere!
Whoa. Dude just lost his shit.
Keep the peace while in the city. No good will come of visiting the hospitalis quarters. The kind that What?
Okay, they don't want me taking their weapons. That's reasonable.
What?
Wait a minute, some of these weapons look a little too fucking big for gnomes. Come on, lazy developers using the same art assets. You're telling me that gnomes use these weapons? Look at those fucking bows. Those bows are twice as long as a gnome. Look at that big sword in the middle. There's no fucking way. Look at those spears. Well, they could maybe use those as, like, long pikes, but... there's no fucking way the gnomes use these weapons. Immersion destroyed. Good job, big, huge games. Gnome statues. I wish I could destroy anything with my magic. I would destroy all these gnome statues. Anything in the bookshelves here that I can avail myself of? Place is turning out to be more useless than I even thought. And I thought it would be pretty useless. Oh! Thank God, stuff I can destroy. Okay. That makes up for some of the terribleness. Oh, it's an archery place. Okay, well, I'm not doing any archery. I'm not archerizing. Are they ballistically similar to grapes? The weapons that the giant animated gnome statues use. Ah, now the truth is coming out.
Yes?
The 4 silver bow of Duodon.
Welcome to the garrison.
What's on this bookshelf? Don't care. A lot of treasure in here, but...
What?
I'm not trying to... How come they have one Praetorian that looks different from all the others? Like, what, only male Praetorians get the uniform? If you're a female Praetorian, it's Casual Friday every day.
What?
I don't like these double standards.
What?
Sorry, we couldn't be bothered to make a fucking another character model of a female in Praetorian uniform. Sorry, it's too much to ask. Sometimes this game feels like a Kickstarter game. Oh wait, here's a guy with a name.
Huh? Ah, you are the outsider in Sandstone Villa, yes? Well, I welcome you to our fair city.
You are the ugliest gnome I've ever seen, and that is saying a lot. Who are you?
I'm an assayer first class of the Office of the Grand Bursar. My role is to find new mineral deposits for Motus Mining and the laboratories.
Alright, I want to kill you. You know what I hate? Motus Mining.
If you've traveled around the tier at all, you'll have run into Motus Mining. They'll civilize this frontier yet.
If I can bring them down and cause great ruin and devastation to them, I will. But I doubt that I can. A gnome with the nose of an orc. Yeah, it's rough. Maybe he's half orc, half gnome, although I don't think there are orcs in this world. This city is the worst place I've ever been in my life.
I come here to resupply between bouts of prospecting. The Arcadium and markets have all you need for scouring the wastes.
They don't have all I need. Stop saying. Everybody keeps saying that. The Arcadium has all you need. The Arcadium ain't got shit. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Are there any other little assholes with names around here? Assholes with names, Francois, and then fucking... Alright, let's see what's going on upstairs. Probably disappointment is what's going on upstairs. Man, I remember those good old times when I was in Rathier, and shit was... Well, it was lazy, but at least it was interesting, and... Oh, God. Why do these gnomes have such big beds? They're gnomes. They don't need beds that big.
Yes?
Yes! Haha! I destroyed your crates! What are you gonna do about it? 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 Nothing. That's what I thought. Fucking wrecked your crates. Didn't Sato warn you how much you despise this place? Oh yeah, but he takes glee in that. Fucking glee. Speaking of fucking glee, I remember that time you tricked me into watching the first episode. That racial combination happens occasionally. Oh, no. No, Nox. Let's go to the sparring arena. I hope by sparring they don't mean hitting a training dummy. I hope what they mean is hitting gnomes. Surprisingly good show. No, it was most unsurprising, in fact. Wait, is this a prison, or... What the fuck? What the fuck's going on with these gnomes? Go down to our sparring arena. We do some sparring. Why do we have fucking cells with lots of blood and skeletons in them? Who knows? Are they like fucking taking people and using them as living training dummies and keeping them locked up? I mean, what is this savagery? I have not checked out any shows lately. I have not even watched a show in quite a while. Pretty much just watch YouTube videos lately and do a lot of reading of stuff. And playing video games. Lame! I get to fight Fergorta. I don't want to fight Fergorta, I want to fight gnomes. Motherfucker, you did not. Send out more. Seriously, can I fight some more shit, or... Because honestly, Fair Gorta is so far from a challenge, I can't even imagine. What do we have in there? The Leonash. Probably an ancient one. What's up, Leanne? Oh, it's already dead? Because it wasn't an ancient one. It was just a young, useless one. Man, your sparring arena sucks, gnomes. Everything that gnomes do sucks. Are they mules? Who knows? Really, Nox? Commercials for that. Hey, Jen, how you doing? What's going on? You haven't had your fill of gnome killing? Well, no. I could never possibly... Fuck. I even saw these traps on my mini-map. Okay, I'm trying to disarm it. How do I disarm it? I have this... Well, that's not really a skill, but... Yeah, it is a skill, actually. And I have said skill. Apparently I can't disarm those. That's some bullshit. Gnomes with their shitty sparring and their undisarmable traps. I had a gnome character once in World of Warcraft. He was my bank alt. His whole reason for existing was just to store extra items on him that I couldn't fit in my main character's bank. You know what his name was? Gnome Depot. That was his name. One of those sitcoms where you're surprised it is as good as it is being on network television. What? Oh, it's a troll. That's cool. Okay. For the love of fuck. How about I break 20 lockpicks on this? That'd be good. What's up, troll? This troll's low enough level that it can't even really hurt me. I will dig your grave! I will dig your grave! See ya. And I most certainly would not want to be ya. Alright, well. They're obnoxious little... What else do they have that I can spar? Bring some gnomes down here. Bring, like... Motherfucker, I forgot about those traps. Why do they even have random traps in the corner of this room? Those traps aren't even guarding anything. Like, they're just some random traps there, just to be stupid. Please send in, like, 20 Praetorians. Now, that would be a good feature that would make me love these developers. If they had a thing where you could talk to the guy and be like, let me spar against some of your Praetorians. And he was like, how many? And you could choose from multiple options, and you could choose to fight like 20 or 30 of them. And you could just go ham on a bunch of Praetorians in here in a way that wouldn't get you, you know, arrested. That would be great. Remember that gnome we ran into from time to time on PvP? Al Capone? Yeah, I remember. How could I forget Al Capone? Well, what a shocker. Something else in Edessa was disappointing. Color me surprised. Fuck you, gnome door. Alright, Alright, let's get out of here before I just start murdering. Wait, is that a person?
What?
There's a person with these gnomes? Oh, it's Harriet Weil. I know him. I've
What?
talked to him. Talked to him and his brother, Narret.
Yes?
Alright. Time to go in the mine. What do I have to do in this mine? Fight some monsters, I guess. You got a job offer, an email a few hours ago, and I'm gonna take it and quit my shit? What kind of job? And where is it? What's up, Odessa citizen? What's up, mine guard?
Be careful if you're going to enter the mine. Wild beasts have taken residence in there. The mine has been abandoned for some time. Please only enter if you can protect yourself. Odessa mine has not been used for some time, and monsters have moved into its lower levels. Enter at your own risk.
I'm surprised the gnomes aren't making me, like, sign a fucking release or something. A waiver. I gotta talk to Farid in here. Okay, what kind of creatures wanna... Ah! Fuck you! Get some sea flax. I don't know how the fuck sea flax is growing inside a fucking landlocked mine, but whatever. Let's not question it. Blah blah blah, gnomish nonsense. Gnomish nonsense is like the fantasy equivalent of Japanese nonsense. Editorial position at an actual real publisher. Ooh, that sounds like a step up. That sounds great. Will you be able to just do that job and not have to do like a million other jobs at the same time? As you've kind of been doing? Acquire and edit sci-fi and fantasy. That's great. Congratulations. Good for you. God, I hate this guy. They're not active yet. You know, I've never really looked at these little brownies close up. They're a lot more whorled than I was expecting. Normally I just murder them and like don't really see them up close. Here's what the kobolds look like up close. The kobolds look awesome. Those are some fucking dope ass kobolds. And of course the troll. We've seen many a troll. They're pretty fucking serious. Some scary trolls. And then these little wood fuckers. They're cool. They make good sound effects when you kill them. As their little wooden mask fucking clatters to the ground.
What?
You get to quit the freelance side hustle? That's awesome. So you might actually have more free time. Alright, now he wants me to murder all these things, which I'm happy to do.
Ah, you have come. Splendid, splendid. We can get things underway. Oh, don't mind my specimens. I can assure you that they are heavily sedated, completely under control.
Mm-hmm. You quit your job doing laundry at the end of 2016. Tried to claim unemployment, was denied. Back to work for a seed company through a temp agency. You were laid off, able to reopen the claim, stretch back laundries. Now you're able to access over $400 a week until I'm brought back from the off season. That's great. Wow. $400 a week is nice. A lot more money than I've got. I'm a po man. I live on $750 a month. But I have completely free healthcare And my rent is only $195 a month. So that makes up for a lot. Alright. How will this work?
I've amassed quite the menagerie. I would like you to fight them. I've paced the study so that there will be a gradation of difficulty. Their sedatives should wear off presently. Now, I'll get to my observation area, and then the study can begin.
I'm ready to study the shit out of some shit here.
So long.
It's Josiah's time. Well, who wants to get quote-unquote studied first? We have some scientists. This is the easiest science ever. Listen, mountain troll. Watch, she's like, alright, final experiment, and like 5 Niskaru tyrants run in here and just annihilate me. And they're like, we know how much of a gnome hater you are. Now we take our revenge. Fucking boggarts. Some sea flax in here. Seems like a logical place for that to grow. Oh, here's like the rest of the mine, and there's fucking loot and shit. Alright, hold on, let's talk to this guy first. I've completed Farid's experiment. I should find and speak with him to let him know what I've done, that I've done my part to assist him, and to see if he has anything else for me to do. Oh, of course he'll have something else for me to do. Never write that in your journal, Kato. Never write if he has something else for me to do, because if you write that in your journal, that means he's definitely gonna have something else. God damn it. So cheap rent, Greg. Yeah, Greg is another name that I'm known by. Not everybody knows that. Well, the thing is, even if my rent would be super cheap here, even if it wasn't subsidized. The actual market value rent of this unit I'm in is only $450 a month, or $425, I think. Completely unsubsidized. So, like, you know what I'm saying? My rent would be cheap here just because of A, the city I live in, and B, the fact that I live in the poorest part of that city. And I live in an apartment approximately the size of a postage stamp.
What?
Alright, hello, Farid. BRP moving to Reno. Yeah, 1,000 a month. And you're super lucky. Yeah, I mean, a lot of cities are super expensive. This is not one of them. Or at least not in the part of town where I live. Alright,
That's grand, isn't it?
No!
I can't wait to have this written up. I may get to speak in the Basilica Nostra. You did very well out there. Please, take these potions to heal any injuries sustained during the experiment. Thank you once again.
You're such a fucking asshole. One, you just gave me a shitload of crappy potions that I won't use that fill up my inventory with garbage, and they don't sell for much. Two, you said, heal any injuries? You're a dick. None of those were healing potions. If I drank all those potions right now, not a single injury would be healed. I'm not an idiot, gnome. I know my potions. We will not be doing business again. Good day, sir.
So long.
Alright. Well, let's explore the rest of this mine at least. I split an apartment in a kind of okay-ish part of town. Okay-ish. Say, that's a term they use in the real estate industry. For the sake of magical research on the growth of magic, Farid asked me to participate in his study. I fought a number of monsters in Farid's laboratory and defeated them. I completed Farid's experiment and was rewarded. Oh. I'm gonna be so happy when I get done with this fucking Odessa part. Quote, healing potions. Oh good, giant rats. I see traps. I see trap. Rat meat, yum. I'd like to disarm you, please. A small money bag. That was a small money bag. Tripwire. Maybe I can lure the kobold into setting off the trap. Hey, kobolds. Come get me. It worked! Didn't do much to him, but it worked. I'll dig a grave! Alright, that's rude. Oh, he's already dead. I was gonna dig his grave, but his grave was already dug. Disarm this little arrow launcher. Ah! Bunch of shitty loot that I don't care about. And even when I sell it, it will barely give me any money. Don't know why I pick it up, except that I must. Alright, here's a dead end. Oh, guess I didn't see that trap. I met a chicken. Chicken is the real treasure. After all that, that's what we come to. A chicken. Let's get out of here. Well, it did say that something foul had taken residence in the mine. Don't put your green sliggins on me, bro. I don't want green rat sliggins on me.
Be careful if you're entering the mine.
Everything in there is dead and your mine sucks and you suck and gnomes suck. Bye. Alright. 150 quests completed. And an unfortunate percentage of that involved gnomes. Serious trolls in this game. Alright, am I done in this section of the city, finally? I can move on to the walls. Let's just make sure. Phasmer is in the Livrarium, he's in the other part of town. Scholar Aaron Court is in the other part of town. Templar Joriel is in the other part of town. The Basilica Nostra is in the other part of town. So I need to go to 1, 2, 3, 4 people in the other part of town that I haven't been to yet. So that's good. How's my inventory looking? 60 out of 110? Loving it. Loving it. What's up, Steg? You're an asshole. I still think Steg killed Harindi, and I can't prove it, but I think he's the one that did it. Of course, she wasn't really a very good person, so...
Yes?
Not a huge loss to the art world, as they say. Nobody says that. Well, I say it. Like, I just... Motherfucker! You literally just threw a shovel full of dirt right onto my head as I ran by. Fucking peasants. This little goober. Forgot who he is.
I'm glad to find you out and about the city. Plenty of things to occupy a curious soul. The market, the Arcadium, the garrison, the laboratories.
Yeah, all those places suck. And I've already talked to you, and you
Goodbye.
suck. Bye. Here we go to the Isles. This is the fancy part of Gnome City. Looks exactly like... Ooh, look at that Monsto building. Monsto? Not sure if it... Oh, shit. I didn't mean to go back. He seemed nice. There's no such thing as a nice gnome. Alright. There's another quest. Good, that's what I wanted. More gnome quests. Fun. Grand. Alright. Who the fuck are you? Modern Rice.
Yes?
Listen, motherfucker. Act up with me and you'll be fried rice!
Well, look at you. Don't seem to be quite as busy as the other Alfar working the scaffolding. You might be perfect. Listen, stranger, would you like to earn a bit of coin? No sweat off your brow, promise.
Oh, for the love of God. Whenever they say, no sweat off your brow, promise, that means you're definitely going to sweat a lot and it's going to be horrible. Who are you?
Every now and then, the scholars take an assistant from the laboratories in the walls to the Basilica. Right now, that's me.
So you're a jumped-up assistant, and now you're handing out quests. Tell me about the Basilica. In what new way will I be disgusted, angered, or disappointed?
The Basilica is where the scholars of Odessa reside. Not many assistants there besides me, but I manage.
Is that your little assistant hat? What can you tell me about the scholars that is actually good?
The scholars are the most educated gnomes. You could say they are the thinkers of our society.
Yuck. It's even worse. I'm in the Isles now. It seems, well, unnecessarily over-constructed.
Lost? The Basilica Nostra is home to Odessa's scholars. The Forum is the center of Odessa, and behind that is Livrarium, Odessa's library. The Consistorium is, well, under construction.
Consistorium. Hashtag making shit up. Tell me more about the Forum.
Even in its unfinished state, the Forum is a perfection of architecture, a fitting place for the seat of our government.
And the Livrarium. That's basically just a big library, but you couldn't just call it a fucking library, could you?
The Livrarium is our storehouse of knowledge. The works of many scholars, sages, historians, and mages can be found within.
Yeah, it's a library. Got it. So, what horrible thing are you going to have me do?
I don't know all the details about it. I assist many scholars with their works here. I know that Scholar Naren was involved in linguistics. It's safe to say the experiment will likely be some verbal study.
Actually, that sounds okay. What do I do?
Scholar Naren has quarters in the Basilica Nostra. Speak with her and she'll get you started.
I see. This is just a breadcrumb quest. You're just signposting to the real quest giver. This makes more sense. How do I start the experiment?
You need to speak with Scholar Naren in the Basilica Nostra. She'll tell you what to do.
Okay, bye. A silver tongue. I've met a gnomish lab assistant, Aldern Rice, in Odessa's Isles, who's trying to find subjects for a language experiment being performed by Scholar Naren of the Basilica Nostra. Aldern has told me that I should speak to Scholar Naren and volunteer for the experiment. What's up, little guy? Look, scaffolding. Look. My people being... Actually, I think that's a low sulfur. Not quite my people. Adjacent to my people.
What now?
People being... Hey, Halwan Or, I've met this guy before.
Fancy some chat? I could use a break from the labor. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for a fucking razor to give you to shave that stupid-looking mustache off.
Back to work.
Breadcrumb, your character is like the Deadpool of fantasy RPGs. Yes.
Be quick.
Fourth wall breaking, in character. Lanero Faust. Alright. I wonder what kind of Faustian bargain we might
Keep
make.
the peace, stranger. I know you are welcome to Sandstone Villa, but we've no need for any outside trouble.
You really don't want any trouble from me. I could kill everyone in this city. Tell me about yourself, I guess.
I am the leader of the Praetorian Watch within the Isles. Me and my guards ensure that nothing jeopardizes the institutions we've built here.
And the Praetorians. I assume you're just going to give me the standard party line where you say, "We protect the city and keep order."
We are the backbone of gnomish society. The scholars are the brain, and the Templars are the will. But we are the means.
It sounds like you're just trying to console yourself for not being the brain or the will. I mean, you can call yourself the means all you want and make it sound like you're really cool, but what you mean to say is, we're not the brain or the will. In other words, we're at the bottom of the heap. We're the dregs, the scrubs. It's okay. You tell it your way, pal. Alright, here we go. I'm going to ask you about the city. And you're going to talk about how great it is, and I'm going to make a snide comment.
Odessa is a coveted prize. We've turned a barren stretch of desert into an oasis of knowledge. So we Praetorians must protect it.
Okay, fine. I get it.
Very well.
Thanks for nothing, Lanero Faust. Where does this lead? This leads to the Librarium. I don't want to go to the Librarium yet. So I'm not going to. Still under construction here. Oh, it's a person. Myron Toll. Have I met Myron Toll before? In the other part of town?
Been to the Domus Politica yet? My
think I have.
favorite of all the buildings here. It's the first I've finished building, don't you know?
Oh yes, you look like a laborer. Oh, I have met him before. Well, the fact that you have a favorite building in this fucking shithole city says a lot
Be
about
seeing you.
Race traitor. You're supposed to hate gnomes as much as I do, and if you don't, well, it means you're bad. Basilica Nostra, we're not going in there yet. Who's this little fucker? No, stupid hat. Okay.
What?
Kalanaut, I've already met him. Nope, don't go that way.
Hello?
He's Kalanaut, an interesting person. And this is the forum. Which one of these do I want to go into first? There's only 3 buildings in this part of town. Thankfully. I guess we'll go to the forum first. I don't remember who I'm supposed to talk to in the forum, but let's be honest, I'm just going to go in and talk to every single person with a name anyway. So I will inadvertently advance one of my quests somehow. Who's this? Scholar.
The librarium holds a wealth of knowledge for any that wish to walk amongst its shelves.
Why are you advertising for a different building in this building?
The Grand Bursars will invest money for its clients. It's an easy, but risky way to put coins to work. They're saying it's going to be another 3 months until the forum is completed.
Oh, I see. This place is under construction on the inside,
You wish to
too.
speak?
No, I don't wish to speak.
You wish to speak?
No, you're all useless. Get off me. Who's this?
Blessings to you.
Nobody. Nobody.
Reddelmain is the one that runs the quarters. Sometimes he seems to have a lot of money.
Ah! I'm here to destroy some gnome shit.
Yes?
I love how the Praetorians just don't seem to mind when I come in and start literally just destroying property like a maniac.
You wish to speak?
I like to think they're just too intimidated by my character. I mean, look at my character. Fucking spiky red plate armor and a gigantic glowing fiery sword. And casually using magic to destroy boxes. That doesn't sound like somebody I'd want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? What do we got here? I don't want your stupid compendium. Ha! Crates! Yeah. I destroyed your crates. What now? What I thought. Wait. Ha! Bigger crate?
What?
Don't care about that.
You wish to speak?
Do I look like I wish to speak? I'm chopping up all of your crates with a giant fiery greatsword. Does something about that signal to you looking for conversation? Okay, here's the person I'm looking for. What's in here? Nothing. Okay. I'm in your stores chopping crates. That's right. What's up? Why am I here? Welcome back. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Alright, Templar Juriel. Which quest is this? Under watch. Oh yeah, after I talked to Reddelmain. She's the one that's having me watched. Let's find out why.
I do not know how it happened, but here we are. How astute of you to make it to this point. I might have been surprised to be uncovered so quickly, but Odessa is a city of whispers. I'm almost shocked it took this long for us to meet.
I was putting it off as long as I could, because I didn't want to deal with whatever that ridiculous fucking thing you have on your head is. Let's go through the whole rigmarole, shall we? Tell me of yourself.
I've been trying to rout out elements of our leadership whose ambitions supersede the will of our people. I only hope I haven't failed.
I don't even know what that means. That's like pure politician talk, meaning nothing. Okay, tell me about the Templars. Apparently you're the will of the people. Which is another way of saying we're the people who rule over everyone and tell them what to do while we enjoy the benefits of wealth and power and have much more privilege than everyone else. Right? That's what the will means in this context?
From their council in the Forum, the Templars guide the advancement of our society. Our tremendous successes are due to their unswerving pursuit of knowledge. Each Templar is allowed a wide degree of freedom in the projects they sponsor, but they are ultimately accountable to the rest of the Forum.
Right. Okay. Hey, why am I here? I played this game a few years ago, really didn't like it. What's your opinion so far? Well, I've got like 120 hours into this game, so I'm of mixed feelings about it. I like it enough that I want to keep playing it and finish it, but I have plenty of criticisms of this game that were not clear to me when I first started playing it, but the longer I've played it, the more the criticisms have stacked up. I think this game is too big for its own good. They wanted to make a huge game, and they did make a huge game. The problem is, they made hugeness that far outstripped their creativity. So, it feels very samey and cut and paste and generic and lazy a lot of the time, because they tried to make the game too big without having enough actual original ideas and assets to make all of that massive game feel unique, you know, throughout. So that's probably my major criticism at this point. But I still want to keep playing it. I don't know why. I like it. So I'm staying in Sandstone Villa. And even though it's large and spacious, I hate it.
It is an estate that I have ordered to be kept empty for when I have need of it, such as now.
You still played it through to the end just to see how it played out, did you? Wow. Well, I mean, it's considerably more rich in narrative than something like WoW. I mean, there's a lot of dialogue, there's a lot of story behind the quest, there's a lot of lore behind the world. I mean, it's to say that it's only as narratively rich as World of Warcraft would do the game a disservice, in my opinion. But it's not rich enough. It pales in comparison to, like, a BioWare game, or Pillars of Eternity, or something. Or, you know, it pales in comparison to what I would consider really story-based and character-based role-playing games. There's not a single fucking memorable character in this game. No, there's one, Aelin Shear, and she's mostly memorable just because she's hot. I guess Agarth, the Bateweaver guy, is kind of memorable. He's like kind of your Gandalf in this game. But like, for the most part, you meet shitloads of characters and they're all really flat. Really uninteresting. It's not that their dialogue is written badly, and it's not that they're voice acted badly. Both of those things are perfectly serviceable, but that's the problem. They're only serviceable. They're not great. They're not memorable. A year from now, I'm not going to remember a single name of a character in this game or anything about their personality or what they liked or what they wanted or anything. Whereas there's characters from games I played 10, 20 years ago that I still remember fondly because they were so interesting and rich. You know what I'm saying? And there's just no interesting, rich characters in this. So, yeah, that's the main problem, I guess. WoW has some serious lore to it. Well, I mean, I haven't played WoW lately. And obviously, yeah, there's a lot more in WoW, a lot more story-based stuff now in the latest expansion than in expansions previous. I won't deny that. I mean, but all they did really is add some cutscenes. They added some cutscenes. Because still, when you go and actually get a quest... No, that's not true. You're right. In the latest expansion, there's like some voice-acted stuff a lot of times when you get quests. But you still can't, like, have a conversation with an NPC in WoW, to my knowledge. There's characters that are interesting, but you don't get to know those characters. They just exist in the setting. But again, I haven't played all of the content of the newest thing, so there could be some stuff in there that I'm not aware of. you know, games that have really memorable characters are ones where you can either you have a ton of dialogue available with that character throughout the game, or they're your companion and they follow you around and they react to things and you can talk to them about stuff. I mean, when they have to develop a character to that extent, they usually develop the character to be very, you know, interesting. Whereas if it's just somebody that you go to a few times and they just give you a block of text quest handout, and then, you know, you never really see him again or whatever. Yeah, like Minsk and Boo. Everybody remembers Minsk and Boo. Even if you haven't played Baldur's Gate since fucking 1994 or whenever it came out, you still remember Minsk and Boo. There's nobody in this game that I'm gonna remember like that. It doesn't make this a bad game, it just makes it a different kind of game. Like, if you're looking for certain things out of an RPG, this game will be disappointing. If you're willing to just play it as a fun action RPG that's colorful and has sometimes some really cool art design and has good combat mechanics and a really big world to explore and tons of quests to do, if that's what you're looking for, this game is great. If you're looking for more story depth, narrative depth, character depth, and that sort of thing, then this game is definitely going to be lacking. It might seem okay at first, but the more hours you put into it, the more you realize how kind of flat it is and hollow. Okay, anyway, let's continue talking to the ludicrous hat lady here. Why do you have observers? Oh, that's this question. Who are these observers?
I have been the one that has orchestrated your observation. There was much to gain, and relatively little to lose. You must understand, I meant no harm.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care about your motivations. Gnomes. How do they work? Now, tell me something. Do you gnomes hate yourselves as much as I hate you? Or...
Unlike the lofty idealism of the Alpha and the messy pragmatism of the humans, we gnomes proudly embrace the virtues of reason and order. As such, we must maintain neutrality in these periodic wars that spring up. We cannot risk tainting our knowledge by taking sides.
Okay.
You understand?
You're gonna get me started again. I've already had this fucking rant the last time one of you little fucking half-pint shits said that about neutrality. Do you not understand that the Tuatha are on a massive genocide campaign to kill everyone in the world that isn't them? And that we're the only ones holding them back? Do you not understand that if we lose this war, they will come here and destroy your city and all of you people too? So by being neutral, you're actually on their fucking side. Oh, I hate you, gnomes. Alright, tell me some highfalutin thing about your city that's not true.
The shining jewel of knowledge. An oasis of reason and order, carved by the gnomes into the dusty wilds of Datir.
Okay, sure. Put that on the Chamber of Commerce pamphlet, I guess. Her answer was pretty good for your made-up question. Nice setup for the armor and weapons. What's up, Albrazwell15? How you doing? Welcome. Alright, tell me why you have me observed.
The Praetorians have a saying, an army is but a single being, and every soldier is a weapon it wields. If every common soldier is a weapon, what of you? Certainly a rare commodity in these contested times, if not a kingmaker. Your presence here is too tempting for some of my colleagues, so I observe you to observe them. That is the game we Templars must play.
I don't want any part of your fucking game. This isn't about me at all, then. Is that what you're saying?
Yes and no. You wield a power new and greater than many are capable of understanding, and to unforeseen repercussions. I worry of that. But greater still is our response to this power, how we approach it, and how we attempt to understand it. This city, our race, is built on the promise of plans reaching fruition, and as convicted as some are, others might be distracted by you.
So really you're just afraid that your political rivals are going to use me against you. That's what you're saying, actually. Okay, so who are you suspicious of? Look, if you just want me to go murder some of your political rivals, I'll do that. We don't have to play games here. I can just go turn my sword into a gnome kebab right now. Give me names.
A simple enough question. The answer is unfortunately complicated. I speak with the authority of a Templar. It is enough to make my suspicions law, if need be. So I must remain silent, if I wish to learn what I need.
Okay, but if they ask me to kill you, I'm going to be back here and slicing you clean in two so I can see a cross-section of all of your fucking organs. Do you understand? Anyway, all of that unpleasantness aside, is there anything I can do to help you?
No. To speak frankly, I had intended this observation to be conducted with your awareness. You were never meant to know that someone was watching you. It could make my quarry suspicious. It is a frustrating turn of events. But how did you come here? Who exposed this to you in the first place?
I don't even remember. It was some asshole. Oh yes, Bruton. The quote, bodyguard. Using the term extremely generously. You hired.
Bruton? Bodyguard? I never hired any... Ugh, by Athene. I've been outmaneuvered. Whoever hired Bruton likely knew you would be watched, and knows you're meeting with me. You have to find Bruton. Whoever he's working for, they can't have good plans for you or me.
I don't have to do shit, but I will go find Bruton if you explain to me why it's so important. Quit being so vague and mysterious. Just lay it out, on the table. Her dress and mannerisms seem very Elizabethan. Yeah, I hear that, Nox.
We've been had. I gave you Sandstone Villa, hoping to use it to uncover the Templars who have been plotting to exploit you for war. But in doing so, my quarry uses their agent Bruton to trace me through you. They'll have both of our heads if we don't stop them.
It's actually really easy to exploit me. All you have to do is say, I have a quest for you, and then just name a thing you want done, and I'll go do it. It's amazing. It's amazing how easy I am to exploit. And yet so many people think they have to make up complicated lies and justifications and promise me rewards which are always far, far disappointing compared to what they've been presented as. All you gotta do is say, I have a quest for you, go do this, and I'll do it. Alright, fine. I'll go look for Bruton or whatever. I'm done talking to you. I'm going to write about this in my journal right now, as I always do. I've met with Templar Joriel and learned that she has been monitoring my actions in Edessa in order to get more information about Fomerus Hughes. Wait, she didn't mention Fomerus Hughes a single time. She never said anything about Fomerus Hughes. I'm just making that a hashtag making shit up. My character's making shit up in her journal right now. However, in the process of telling me this, I've also learned that my supposed bodyguard, Bruton, was never hired by her. I should confront Bruton with this information. Yeah, I'm fucking thrilled to confront Bruton. Alright, let's get out of here.
You wish to speak?
No. Whatever the opposite of to speak is, that's what I wish. Quests, the new manifestation of fate. Yes! I can destroy more shit. That looks like it leads down to some tunnels or something. But it doesn't, or at least it doesn't right now. Alright. I'm out of here. Nubs and scrubs. Anybody else here that I need to consider talking to?
Blessings to you.
I don't want your blessings. Alright, where wanted I find Bruton? I guess I have to go back to the other part of town. Let's go. Only thing good about this game? No, that's not true.
Yes.
Lots of things good about this game. One of the things I like about this game, short-ass loading screens. Even if I load my save game, it's really fast. which is pretty awesome. Apparently he's over there.
Yes?
Out of the way. Out of the way, Peck.
What?
Oh, he's in my house. That's right. Of course he is. Because where else would your bodyguard be other than not with you? Ever. Best bodyguard ever. Alright, I think that's him.
You.
Don't say you. It's not too late for me to chop you asunder.
Well, I've learned enough about your doings to know when I've been found out. Took you long enough. When I was told I'd be targeting a man who came back from the dead, I thought I heard wrong.
A man?
Then I learned about the Well of Souls. As soon as Joriel's out of the way, my employers will make the well theirs. And all of the power that comes with it.
Do I look like a fucking man? Seriously? I'm insulted. I'm very insulted. Why are you doing this, Bruton?
The Templars are not all of like mind for what road our civilization needs to take. Such as my employer. We plan on grander things for our brethren. But some are holding us back, like Joriel. So we'll kill her. Then they can experiment on you. But before that happens, me and the boys will have our fun.
I don't know what the fuck that means, but you're not going to like the particular fun I have in mind. Alright, so we got a henchman over there. Those henchmen are really helping you out a lot, bro. However much you're paying them, you need a refund. Okay, never mind. Here he goes. Now, I'm gonna kill them first. I will dig your grave. I will dig your grave. Now it's just you and me, buddy. What you gonna do? You're gonna fail! And I gnome kebabbed him too for the killing blow. King's leggings. Oh, that's a poor ass king if those shitty leggings are what he's wearing. Lul's long legs. Well, Bruton and his little buddies just got their asses kicked. Let me journal about this. I've killed Bruton, and in the process learned something of his reasons for trying to assassinate me. He worked for some mysterious employer who wished to recreate the incident of the Well of Souls to make an army. Again, he didn't say any of that. Not really. I guess he hinted at it, but not really. Having killed him, I should let Joriel know. Why are you in my house all of a sudden? Okay. That henchman was like, die, long legs. That's not really an insult, though. I mean, that's a dumb insult. Fuck you, handsome guy! You know what I mean? Like, these guys are not good at insults.
You've gotten to Bruton then. This was not the outcome I had anticipated. That you were able to deal with it is gratifying. Killing Bruton should send a message to his masters to stop their plans. I heard what he said about my death. It seems I am indebted. With any luck, the serpent will not bite without its fangs. Our business can be concluded.
Oh yes, I'm sure your enemy can't possibly ever hire anyone else to kill you. That's it. Hired those 3 guys, and now they're dead. Now they're done. I guess they're out of money? Is your enemy just... Did they spend all of their money on that, and now they can't possibly hire anyone else? So now you're just safe forever? It's fucking ridiculous. Also, I could be hired, so keep that in mind. Alright, now leave me alone. No shit, right? Okay, what happens now?
You have proven capable beyond measure. As a reward, I give you the deed to Sandstone Villa. It is now yours, completely.
Oh.
If you wish, you may make improvements to it at the Grand Bursars.
Right.
Now there is much I must attend to. I am off.
Bye. Alright, that's actually, I mean, you know, value-wise, that's probably the best quest reward I've received, because this is a huge house. I hate this house, I don't like it, I don't want to be here, and I wish I could sell it. Also, now it's got dead gnomes laying around in it. Actually, that makes it better, but in terms of real estate value, this place has got to be worth a lot. I've completed my 151st task. I've killed Bruton, who turned out to be working for a number of gnomes that wanted to vivisect me. In return for my help, Joriel has agreed to stop observing my actions in the city. She didn't say that either. And now I've got a side task. I've received the deed to Sandstone Villa. I should speak with someone about possibly upgrading the home. I hate upgrading the home, but I'm gonna go upgrade the home. Because I feel compelled to. Hashtag,
Hello?
I had a quest. Don't talk to me, Myron Toll. I don't appreciate your nonsense. I need to go to the Grand Bursars, which is over here. I don't know if they're even open. Well, I mean, I can walk in there at this time of night, but I don't know if the person I need to talk to is even going to be there at this time of night. Alright, I need some shit burst. Where's the burster? Here we go. I'm here to burst.
Welcome to the Bursars.
Burst my shit, please. Burst my ride.
Hello again. What can I assist you with?
Well, I need some bursting done. Upgrade my house. Oh no, it's 5,000 gold. If only I didn't have like 3.5 million, I'd be concerned about that.
Ah, so you are the new owner of Sandstone Villa. Very well. If you wish, we can have crews begin work immediately.
Great, do it.
Excellent. We'll begin work at once. Have a pleasant day. Hello again. What can I assist you
again.
with? Is that so? Well, we can certainly arrange that. Work shall begin on it at once. We've supplied you with a forge, should you feel the desire to perform some handiwork of your own.
No, that's the opposite of my desire. Here.
Very good.
Just take
We'll
as
have it
much
ready
gold
for you
as you
soon.
want.
Have a pleasant day.
You punched the bursar.
Hello again. What can I assist you
more
with? Is that
upgrades.
so? Very well. The labs have graciously donated a potion bench for your private use. But after this point, we won't be able to work any further on the house.
Fine, great.
You won't regret it, I can assure you.
I already regret
Have a
it.
pleasant day. Hello again. What can I assist you with?
Can you upgrade my house?
Regrettably, no. The quality and strength of the stone in your foundation cannot support any additional work. My apologies.
That sounds
Have a
like some
pleasant day.
bullshit, but okay. Done. I win. I've completed my 152nd dubious task. Sooner Pome has completed upgrades on Sandstone Villa. There are no further upgrades available for my house. Thank God. Fuck you, gnomes. You didn't want your pots broken? Shouldn't have made them so fragile. Alright, let's go back and check out the house now. Why does this asshole always hang out outside my house? I don't appreciate it, Myron Toll. Listen, just because we're the same race, actually we're not. Is he a low sulfur?
Lot of traffic going through the
I can't
city
tell
these
at night.
days. It seems be seeing you.
I can't tell it. I think he is a Losofar, though, not a Docofar. So in other words, he's just fucking ghetto elf compared to me, the master race.
Milo, at your service.
What's new,
Another
Milo?
Welcome to you, Master. I trust you have managed to enjoy your time in Odessa.
You are the least objectionable gnome I know, because you always call me Master. Tell me about the house. What's going on here?
The villa is yours to do with what you will. If you wish to expand it, the Grand Bursars will provide that service.
Did it? What do you know about the Grand Bursars? I mean, I haven't found any regular bursars around, so what makes this one so grand?
It is the financial heart of Odessa. We process all of the incoming funds we receive from trade and allocate it to various institutions as necessary. Of course, since many have their own means, the bursars will perform various services in exchange for necessary capital.
Yeah, it'd be cool if I could share my house with all the people at the other place. Let some of them move in here. Because I sure the fuck don't want to live in this house. It's just gonna sit empty from now. As soon as I leave this city, I'm never gonna come back to this house again.
Farewell, master.
So it'd be nice if I could let the people that are being forced to live in that ghetto come live in my house instead. But unfortunately, no. I got out of sorts with a buddy of yours. He handles the financials. You punched out the bursar.
You're finished, long legs.
Oh, hey! More of these dickheads. Hey guys, I will dig your grave!
Feel this!
I don't feel anything. You're probably used to that from women. Have you not seen and or heard Hamilton? It's worth your time. Yeah, there's not a ton of musical theater that goes down here in Reno. Actually, that's not 100% true. I can break my own crates. The OBC recording is on Amazon Prime Music. Really? I have Amazon Prime. Oh. This is one of the upgrades. They gave me a creepy ass room with creepy tools on it and a creepy skeleton. That's cool. I can be some kind of weirdo. House is way the fuck too big. Way too big. It actually disgusts me to live in a house this big. To own a house this big. Apparently I'm putting up signs in my own house letting me know what's in here. Alright, I don't want this thing in my... Whatever the fuck this thing is, get it out of my house. This is like some kind of gnome espresso maker. Like, I really want to run all the way into this house, up these stairs, down this hallway, up these stairs, fucking all over Hell's Half Acre just to go to an alchemy lab. And yet, even after it's upgraded 3 times, I still have, like, random shitty scaffolding sitting around in here. Come on, guys. You can do better. There's still gnome statues in my house. I hate this house. I hate everything it represents. Ugh. Does it have any nanites? No. No nanites. What is this? Oh. This is my forge. I'm not going to do any forging. This will never get used. A bedroom by the forge? I don't know if that's the master bedroom or not. I'm not sure having a master bedroom right next to the forge is all that cool. Some weird crystal for some reason. Not much stuff to loot in here. Unlike the other houses. Shouldn't I have some books and, like, random white flakes sitting around? Maybe this a little last bed. The fact that I own a house this big and gnomish in Odessa makes me
Milo, at your service.
Makes me sick. It just makes me sick. Okay, what's we got over here? And I feel compelled to go through the whole place and see what's in here. What the fuck is this room? Oh, is this my... Oh, I was gonna say it's a bath, but no, that shit's only like 6 inches deep. So, it's not much of a bath. And a crappy bath is that? And if it's not a bath, what the hell is the point of it? This is my 6-inch deep pool room. In case, you know, you want to just wade around with your feet and get them wet. Gnomish kiddie pool. Oh, now we got something. Oh, peasant shit. I feel like whoever installed these things and put this stuff in here for me was having a laugh. This is her mom's 6-inch deep pool room. Yeah. Here's the tiny extra spare bedroom. In case I have guests that I don't like. Now, if I have guests that I don't like, I'll put them in that bedroom next to the forge. And then, like, do a lot of forging. Why is this place so unreasonably large? Is what I don't understand. Here's my stash. Only takes 20 minutes to find your stash in your house. Now there's a book, but... And there's my actual bed. And my mirror. And my armoire. What's in my armoire? Of course, a bunch of shitty clothes. Alright, I'm gonna put this... What am I putting in here? Okay. I think we're good. Get out of here.
Milo, at your service.
Shut up, Milo. This needs to be an option when I talk to him. Berate Milo. Alright, what am I doing next? I'm going back to the fancy part of town. The Isles, as they call it. Alright, I don't think there's anything else I need to do in the forum. Wait, when the fuck was there suddenly a persuasion trainer in there? I don't need a persuasion trainer right now because I'm as persuasive as you can be. Oh, it's Eric Porth. Alright, I've already talked to Eric Porth. Okay, let's go. Reprimand Milo, yeah.
Be quick.
Basilica Nostra. Let's go there now. I've had a package to deliver to somebody here for like 50 gameplay hours. Alright. Oh look, it looks just like every other gnome building. Lazy. Lazy, lazy, lazy.
Who's there?
Who are you?
The Forum is the democratic center of our society.
Oh, wait, I
Though the
already talked to
Templars
you.
lead, all gnomes are allowed to speak their mind in the Forum.
That's a terrible place. All gnomes are allowed to speak their mind there. Who's this?
The librarium holds a wealth of knowledge for any that wish to walk amongst its shelves.
Well, look at you.
Ah, there's Valiant Severus. And Scholar Aaroncourt. I do like it when I can do 2 quests in the same room. I'm just checking these. Don't trip. I don't have the fucking patience to pick a lock right now. You, I have a stupid package for you that I've been carrying around all over the earth for so long. What's up, Official Tracks? How you doing? Welcome. How many hours on this game? A lot. A lot of hours on this game. We're looking at... Didn't I just save? 129.5 hours. Which is a lot. It's more than it should be.
I've waited so long for these.
You
There are
have
some
waited
things
so
you
long.
simply cannot do with ordinary blades. Beautiful, exquisite things.
Wait a minute. What are you going to do with those? What kind of scholar are you? I just delivered some tools to fucking Hannibal Lecter here.
I got my start doing vivisections in the laboratories. I showed enough knowledge of humoral balance and physiology that I was asked to join the Basilica.
Humoral balance is no laughing matter. Okay, great. And what if I told you that humors aren't even a thing? Tell me more about the scholars. I find them so fascinating, I just want to ask everyone about them.
My colleagues are always at the forefront of research. I must stay at my best to keep up.
This game's a marathon, yeah, and there's a lot left for me too. There's a lot left. Knowledge of humoral balance is like knowledge of impetus theory. Not that impressive. Yeah. Alright, and this is the Basilica Nostra, eh? I've heard many things about it.
It is where the greatest minds of the gnomes, the scholars, can determine the underlying rules and laws of existence. From here, our power is born.
Okay. Do you like Odessa? I mean, do you honestly like it, or do you just say that you like it because you're expected to as a gnome?
The city has no parallel, and it's only half built. I can't even conceive of all the contributions we will make to these lands in learning and policy.
Okay. It has no parallel. But I notice you didn't say it has no superior, because Rathir shits all over this place. Hell, fucking Aiton shits all over this place. Goodbye, Valiant Severus.
Very well.
Well, that quest is done. I delivered a pair of fine surgical knives to Valiant Severus in the Basilica Nostra in Odessa and was paid on receipt of the goods. 153rd task. Who are you? You're nobody. Okay. The city has no parallel is not really a compliment. There is no other city exactly like this city. Well, no shit. Every city has no parallel if you think about it.
I have heard that someone was helping my subordinate, Corden. It seems he has lost a very, very important letter. While I applaud your diligence in tracking this to me, I'm sad to say that Corden's error is grievous. He will be punished for losing the letter.
Good. Who are you?
While my background lies in the study of magical acuity contextualized by race, somehow I ended up being a Basilica liaison to the Domus concerning Fae and Alfar.
I'm sorry I asked. Tell me about the Basilica here.
It is the product of centuries of learning. Here we distill the experiences of our race into axioms, knowledge that future generations may live by.
Distill. I think you mean oversimplify? Fine. Dumb down is another term that might be used. Oh, I get it. You're making the knowledge of your race accessible. Edessa. Is it or is it not the worst place in Amalur?
The scholars first found this crater brimming with strange potential. In studying the area, more equipment than people came until a city was born.
I wish it was still a crater. If I could return it to being a crater, you bet your ass I would. Now, why did you need this letter so badly?
That is a half-truth. I requested the letter of Corden, true, but it was not my idea. That came from a higher source.
Oh, fuck. Oh, for
The Templars
fuck's sake.
have reached a tentative quorum regarding our stance in the war, but a cautious few requested I draft this letter. A Templar must be obeyed. But what can be done when they give conflicting orders? So I had the letter written, and Corden lost it.
I'm going to tell the Templar that you deliberately fucked up his plans, and then you're going to be executed, and I'm going to laugh. Alright, no, none of that's going to happen. But now you're just setting up Corden to be your fall guy while you hang around here thinking you're important and shit. I don't like that. I don't like that one, but I don't even know who Corden is. I might have met him. I don't know. All of you fucking gnomes are alike.
That's quite the accusation. Certainly one that requires more substantiation than you can currently muster. But were this true, and it isn't, you should realize that Corden's punishment is a necessity, for it allows our Templars to continue functioning as they must.
I don't think you know what the word necessity
blame
means.
to our society's lower tiers, and had Corden more maturity, he would understand. Now we are finished here.
Oh my god, that sentence is so fucking true. That sentence is so fucking relevant to any world, basically, including our own. It's the privilege of the elite to direct blame to society's lower tiers. Yes, that is what they do, but it isn't right. Oh, God. Why can't I just have an option to just kill all of you? Seriously. You just suck. Did you know that? You just suck. You suck more than gnomes in any other world, and I don't like gnomes in any world, and you are literally the worst gnomes. That says a lot. The worst gnomes is like saying the most painful kind of torture. Alright, goodbye.
I see.
And now I gotta go back to
look at
court.
you.
Don't shut up, Vian Severus. Cordon bleu. I want some chicken. I eat chicken every day and I'm still always craving chicken. I fucking love chicken. Whatever animal mostly preyed upon chickens at some point in evolution, I'm like related to somehow. I don't know who the fuck you are, but apparently I need to talk to you for a quest. Okay, see what I'm talking about? Look at this shit. Does this look like there's some moral people here doing good things? No, it does not. That's not just a casual cadaver strapped up there for them to, you know, explore and study. Look at the positioning. This person died in suffering that was being inflicted by these fucking gnomes. I don't care what's in your chest. Linguistics, eh? Well, I haven't read that, so I'll take it. There's a chicken. Oh, I want to eat you. Get in my belly. Alright, let's read about linguistics. These assorted writings have been compiled into a rough notebook. Pamphlet on Linguistics. A preliminary analysis of the results from my Babylus potion experiments has provided me with a fascinating base from which to draw new hypotheses on the nature of linguistics and the mind's ability to comprehend various tongues. And, perhaps more importantly, my analysis has demonstrated the need for additional data, which would require further funding and support from my kind benefactors in the Basilica Nostra. For those scholars who are not aware of the nature of my research, I offer a modest summary. My Babylus potion is intended to grant its users both their complete comprehension and generation of foreign languages by means of rebalancing the mind's humors. Hashtag pseudoscience. Double speak. Chickens are the ancestors of dinosaurs, so they have largely been evolutionary speaking apex predators. I see. I just love eating chicken. My test subjects are inoculated with a version of the potion and are then subjected to a brief examination. They are surveyed in a number of tongues and then required to answer in the language of the questions. Oddly enough, while my current formula for the Babylus potion has successfully granted my patients linguistic comprehension, it has yielded mixed results in the terms of language generation. These results are usually triggered in a 3-stage process. In the beginning of the process, most subjects described their ability to speak almost being inverted. Though they sought to generate one sound, their mouth made the opposite. Clearly, the humoral mix was somehow substituting the opposite of every letter the patient tried to say. In the middle stage of the process, where the potion was strongest, subjects reported success in generating the sounds they were thinking, but in a different order than how they thought of them. Their mouths jumbled up the answers they meant to give. And in the final stage, when the potion was beginning to wear off, my subjects reported that the previous two phenomena, the substitution of every sound's opposite and the jumbling of sounds, were somehow presenting themselves simultaneously. If only I could find a mind that could untangle these processes while under the effects of the potion, I could get somewhere. Fucking fascinating. Back in a bit. Okay, see you in a bit, Tim. I don't think there's anything else of meaning in here. Wait, wasn't there another? Yeah, here she is. Another stupid hat lady. Because why the fuck would gnomish women have more than one hat in their society?
Well, when I sent O'Dern to recruit subjects, I didn't think I'd find one quite as tall as yourself.
I am most certainly
but
not
he has
your
done
subject.
Well. In fact, I'd say you make the perfect test case for my newest work.
Fuck my life. Oh, she is the language lady. Oh, she is gonna have me take her stupid language potion. Here we go. Linguistics quest, just like you said, Nox. Tell me about yourself, scholar.
I've specialized in the study of languages and discourse. Of course, the Basilica sees no end of political applications for my research, so I'm happy to be well funded.
You're one of the scholars, then?
Not all the scholars are dedicated to academia. Some, like Ailily Ehrencourt, are put on bureaucratic duties between projects. It's not always ideal.
What goes on here in the Basilica Nostra? I found some very questionable things here.
The Basilica is currently funding more remote experiments than ever before. Why would they do so much work externally? Makes it difficult to keep track of it all.
Because they're doing dodgy shit they don't want anyone to know about because you fucking gnomes have no ethics. Because assigning a trait like that to an entire species of people as a ignorant stereotype is just a rational thing to do in a fantasy world. This is a language test, right?
In so many words, yes. I'm developing a potion vital for future diplomacy. One that will let the user understand foreign tongues.
I know, I read your book.
But it requires calibration. Currently, the potion grants universal understanding, but it will not properly permit speech. I will administer a new formula. The spells in my lab shall localize the effects, so I can ask a few questions of you in various tongues.
Great. Okay. Fine. Can we begin?
Yes. Now, I will just administer the potion and we can begin.
Now I'm about to be
Yes.
drugged by a gnome. Hashtag drugged by a gnome. What even... I volunteered for Scholar Naren's experiment. It involves me being injected with a potion that allows me to understand foreign languages. She will ask me questions in different languages, and I'll be rewarded for answering her in the same language. I will have to try and answer despite not actually knowing that language. That's silly. It's just silly. And then she walks away. Back in time for some gnome drugging. I've just...
If you can understand what I am saying, please tell me my name.
I'm gonna fuck this up on purpose, I think. Just to frustrate her stupid experiment.
Very well. I shall ask another question. Tell me, where can I find the Court of Summer?
Fornay is a shed, Ghent.
This is rather remarkable progress.
God damn it.
We've covered much more ground than my other subjects. Now, I am not quite as versed in the language of the Jotun as I really need to be for this, but I'll attempt to ask my final question anyways. There is an army of Fae named the Tuatha. Tell me, where are they from?
Hashtag nomaceuticals. They are from... Yazhagoi.
Well, that was less successful than I would have liked, but the data will be useful to me nonetheless.
Good.
I'm happy to have had your help with this. Take these potions as a reward with my thanks.
I probably could have got a better reward by doing the thing right, but I have the satisfaction of knowing that I stymied your research. So fuck you. Bye.
Yes?
I have kind of completed my 154th task. I was approached in Odessa's Isles to participate in an experiment run by Scholar Cleus Naren. I've successfully completed Scholar Naren's experiment. Could I take the potions but without your thanks? Yeah. Alright, I gotta go back to Cordon. Fucking chicken cordon bleu. I feel like I'm closing in on the end of Odessa, so that makes me happy. Then I can finally go across. Finally. This world is too big. I can finally go across to the other side of the channel. Once I'm done here. And I'm really looking forward to that. Because there won't be gnomes there. And things might actually look different and stuff. Alright. Where is this little Goomba? Apparently he's back in the walls.
Be quick.
Fancy a chat?
No. I don't. Actually. I hope I can have a private chat with this guy. If it need be, I'll cordon off the area. Cordon off the area. Oh yeah, this is Pissant. I forgot about him.
I have received no word of change from the Isles. Scholar Ehrencourt has made it clear that the Basilica is disappointed in, my error. I have been buried in more work since then. I'm sorry, stranger, but I cannot continue. Here is your reward, and now we have work to do.
Good. I'm happy that this is over. Goodbye.
Fair enough.
I've completed my 155th task. Corden Pissant, a scrivener of the Domus Politica, asked me to help him disentangle from a political quagmire he recently became embroiled in. I've confronted his superior, Scholar Aaroncourt, with her crime, and was forced to let her get away with it. I don't know how I was forced, quote-unquote, but whatever. Alright, good. We have nothing left to do here, except for go steal the Missives of Sable. But I'll bet when I go in the Livrarium, some other fucker in the Livrarium's gonna give me a quest. I can already feel it. I can fucking feel it. What am I doing on inventory space? I got plenty. Back to the Livrarium. Well, not back to. I've never been to the Livrarium. That's the final building in Odessa that I haven't been inside, though, so...
Yes?
That's good. You were forced because the game literally gave you... actually, you know what? I'll stop and do some business with a non-gnome. Let's equip the Sword of Salesmanship.
If you need anything before you head back out to Detir, you should make sure to look...
I have some fine items for you to purchase. Including a lot of shitty potions that neither I nor anyone else would ever want to use. She won't take the linguistics book because it's stolen. But will she take all these useless notes and letters from people that I don't care about? I think I sold a note that I didn't really want to sell, though. Is this the one? No, that's not the one. Actually, I don't care about any of those.
Look at my stock first.
Goodbye.
Please, come by again.
Thank you so much for not being a gnome. See if I need to repair anything real quick. I could repair Allander's Edge. The rest of this stuff is good. Alright.
What?
So now, don't care about the Forum, don't care about the Basilica. The Livrarium is where I need to go, the final place in this horrible city of gnomes. Alright, here we go. And I have to meet with Phasmer Whom. Because if I'm going to meet with somebody who's not a gnome, it should definitely be the most obnoxious human. Well, at least they've got a stained glass window up there that looks different from anything else I've seen. Wish I could break it. Alright, we're not going to talk to you right now, Phasmer, you goofy fucking hat-wearing motherfucker.
It's you!
Yeah, it's me, but we're not going to talk now. Oh, good. There is another quest in here. Of course there is. Of course there is.
The Livrarium holds a wealth of knowledge for... Good day, stranger.
I'm going to steal a lot of books here, I have a feeling, because it doesn't count as stealing. It's just like, here, have some free books.
Ah, enjoying a tour of our great city.
No.
It is beautiful. From here all the way to Sandstone Villa.
I guess people perceive beauty differently. Tell me about yourself.
I oversee much of our economic relations with other powers. Gold is the road to diplomacy. in many respects.
You know, the other places don't even consider you a power. Just saying. So you're a Templar.
We are the principals of Edessa, so to speak. With our hands and voices, we guide our brethren and neighbours.
What's up with the Forum?
The Forum is a place for all gnomes, where we Templars are humbled by the people's trust in governance.
Oh, no you're not. What a bunch of bullshit. You're going to make me vomit, and I'm not going to go out of my way to miss you. So, apparently you have a lot of books here.
I must get back there soon. I don't spend nearly as much time in the librarium as I would like.
We are literally standing in the librarium. The Basilica, another terrible place, yes?
Perhaps the greatest house of learning in all of the Phalans. The complexity of ideas and the thought within is truly astounding.
Right, if you don't count, you know, the other cities that aren't this one, that have better places. Right. Okay, what's your take on Edessa? The city of shit, as I shall now call it.
It was born during the early years of the war, though thankfully away from the conflict.
Yes, enjoy being away from the conflict while you can. As soon as the Tuatha finish beating us, they're going to come here and destroy this place. In fact, I should do everything in my power to make sure the Tuatha win the war against the Alfar, just so that they can come here and destroy this place. Goodbye.
Travel far.
Because that would give me great joy. Famed Mages. Pretty sure I've read that. Yeah, read it. Adventure 9. I'm gonna hold on to. There's a Praetorian.
Good day, stranger.
There's an obnoxious scholar. Who's this guy?
They're saying it's going to be another 3 months until the Forum is completed. This project is taking so long.
Dude, I don't know if you got the message, but gnome lives matter. You might as well be holding a tiki torch while walking through this city. Look. The thing is, not all slogans are true. Ah, Brother Till's books. I gotta get one of Brother Till's books from here. Question is, can I ain't got time for this. Oh, it's time for some scandalous reading. Hashtag scandalous reading. There we go. Where is it? This lascivious text appears to have read many times by many different people, as evidenced by its worn cover and tattered pages. Quintessence of debauchery. Oh, Lucinda, how you danced before, resisting all my endeavors to further my cause, claiming that you, who I knew to be an adventurous little thing, would not consent to such naughtiness with the lords of the court about, and if we did not behave better, they would certainly catch sight of our playthings and drag us from the lunar gardens. I then set forth that we should prepare the bath so as we might clean ourselves, dirty as we were. First my tunic and my trousers, and then yours. You simply smiled, dear Lucinda. Then, at my word, we shall throw them from the balcony altogether. You giggled, your sweet shame overshadowing your hunger for such a joyful tryst. But I overruled your objections and stripped to my undergarments, crossing the balcony to commence unlacing your gown till nothing was left on you but the sweet covering that Lyria gave you, my lovely Lucinda. Then, together, we let our vestments fly. I have a feeling that if she wrote her account of what happened here, it would sound a lot different. I'm invisible. I'm in the spirit world, assholes. Did you know that I'm in the spirit world? What's this book? Inspect Chapter 1, Preliminary Plans. I'm gonna get a quest from a book instead of from an obnoxious little gnome. That's an improvement. What's up, Praetorian? What's up, citizen? Hashtag flying vestments. Look at these little goombers. Oh, they don't want me taking these books, though. It's fine, I've already read those and they're lame. Let's see what's happening in the back room here. It's kind of a cool looking table. If anything of gnomes can be truly called cool looking. Nope. Nope. There's an upstairs too. Unlock scaffolding. Don't have the key for that. Okay. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. There we go. Quick save before I touch this book. Because you never know. The Memoir of Galanan Hegum. According to the title, this is a chapter from the Memoirs of Galanan Hegum. You know, if that guy was in charge, it would truly be a hegemony. The Nomus Mason who designed and oversaw construction of most of Edessa. There's an interesting note near the bottom of the page alluding to a treasure he hid somewhere in the city. Prepared for disappointing treasure. I'll take the book. Received Edessa 1, Paper Trail. Read the book. Edessa 1. An introductory chapter from Galanan Hegum's memoirs as the head mason of Edessa. There seems to be an interesting note scrawled in the margin. Chapter 1. Preliminary Plans. When I first looked upon the site, it was but a crater with a glimpse of opportunity for greatness. From the nearby quarries of Apatir, veins of white stone, rare for Datir, were unearthed, and from that was born my masterpiece. The city would be a shining jewel among the red rocks, a rose in the desert. It all started here in this simple library. Once a fortress, a place for study, it has become so much more. All tales begin and end in these halls of knowledge, including, reader, a tale that starts with you. My city is my labor of love, and one that seeks to know it as I knew it will be rewarded. There is a prize hidden in plain sight for any curious enough to find, if the searcher will but walk from the birth of this city to its end. First I built the livrarium, and once it was completed I turned to the Praetorian garrison to protect and uphold the truths we housed in these isles. Okay, it's a fucking scavenger hunt, go all over the city thing. Great. I'm delighted. Let's do it. I found a chapter of the memoirs of Galanan Hegum, the mason and architect that designed much of the city of Edessa. He hinted in the first chapter that there might be some sort of reward if I can follow the chapters of his memoir through the history of the city. The chapter also suggested the next place I should search is the Praetorian garrison. Okay, but what we're actually going to do here is meet with Phasmer and try to break into the vaults of this place. Because he's right here.
Be quick.
What's this? Wait, they have 2 of Till's collection here? Hold on. I've got 9 out of 10 on Till's collection. I need to do some more scandalous reading. Wait, which one did I just pick up? This one. They really didn't hedge their bets when creating Edessa. More scandalous reading. The Lustful Elf. That seems like a good start to a story. Soon a bell sounded, a tin ring, and through the threshold paraded an ensemble of the most fabulous young Varani maidens Amalur could produce. Their effect on me was quite magical. So much beauty and fellowship together I could not begin to fantasize. So magnificently graceful did they appear as they gleefully pranced into the chamber, heels flying, exhibiting the most lascivious inclinations. Hashtag lascivious inclinations. So ripe their forms, so pure was the sky blossom whiteness of their necks and faces, shaded by avalanche of brown and blonde hair, which waved in the light like chains of woven ember eyes, falling in many ringlets over their beautifully curved shoulders, whilst their eyes, half hid in the nest of flowery lashes. Okay, I've never seen anybody with flowery eyelashes. That sounds gross. Alright, good night, Tim. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Good to see you, buddy. Continue living the good life, my friend. If you are doing that. If not, start living the good life, my friend. Glowed with a hot, blatant immorality. Made them look like Helois descended from the Sun Throne, rather than anything of our weak human creation. That does all sound pretty good, except the flowery lashes. That's a little weird. Got like fucking leaves and shit hanging off their eyelashes. I don't know. Compendium 1. I think I've read all the compendiums. Yeah.
It's you!
It is me, Phasmer. It is me. However, my friend... Wait, you're not my friend. Get out of here, Phasmer. Shut up. Hello, however, my unfriend. It is not time for us to speak. It is time for me to say goodbye. 130 hours. And that is going to do it for this episode. Now, if you are watching the stream, do not go anywhere, because I am not done streaming. On the other hand, if you're watching on YouTube, this episode is now over. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.